My name is Sister Illuminaughty, and I'm the Disco Nun, and I'm from the Los Angeles Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. So I was thinking, what the hell am I going to talk to you little gaylings about today? I'm being put on film and blah, 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 and I thought, you know what? There are very few times in life that we have do-overs, right? I mean, this take, probably 50 other takes, I'm gonna see, fucked it all up right there. And they're gonna fix it with the magic of editing. But a lot of the times in life, we don't get that opportunity. We, hit somebody's car, oops, no Control-Alt-Delete, no Apple Z, none of that bullshit. And I think it's important to know that as gay men, we now have the opportunity to hit the Apple Z. We can kind of have a do-over. And this Los Angeles Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are not about stigma or shame or guilt. And we all make choices, and sometimes they're pretty stupid. Your choices are kind of probably better than mine. Except this is a fabulous outfit. Not a bad choice, but there are several times where Sister Naughty has made some pretty silly choices, and there's one I want to talk to you about, which was just a kind of a unhappy accident. So Sister Naughty was dating this fabulous man, and we were kind of new in our relationships, a couple months along, and we hadn't really talked about status and hadn't really talked about much except how we really wanted to, have sex with each other and go out to restaurants and all that kind of happy stuff that starts in the beginning of a relationship. So one night, my huge boyfriend decided that he wanted to top and that this was going to be a night for me to bottom. And I was like, great, I'm going to ride that train. We're going to do this. Okay, good. So breathing, getting into it, and oh my God, and all this kind of stuff. And then we find that he comes and it's a fabulous event. Oh, see, wait, hold on. Prop failure. Well, anyway, this is supposed to be a prop that fails. But eventually, what happened is the condom broke. He pulled out, he came inside of me. And so, he was flipping out. He was thinking, oh my God, I haven't been tested in 5 years. That was good to know. I probably should have asked that before I bottomed. And I had thought, okay, well, I could either panic or I can take advantage of the resources available to me. And I live in Los Angeles, as we know. And so we have the Gay and Lesbian Center, and there are lots of opportunities in centers like this all around the United States and emergency rooms. And what there's this thing called PEP, which is a post-exposure prophylaxis. So it's kind of like, if this fails, there is an option. And the option isn't panic, and it's not self-doubt or guilt, whether it's the condom broke, or I was a little drunk and I didn't ask him to put the condom on, or I even took the condom off and now I'm regretting it. Girl, we all been there, okay? We all did that. We've all been to that moment where we got really turned on and things got a little out of hand. And that's okay. It's not something we should do. It's not something that's probably going to be good for our health and our long-term status if we want to remain negative. But if the morning after or after the event where with me the condom broke, you can panic or you can just do something about it. And so you can go to your emergency room, and within 72 hours, if you feel like you've been exposed, even if there's the slightest chance, you go into that emergency room and you explain that I think I might have been exposed to HIV. I feel like I could be at risk. I would like to talk to a doctor about that, and they will take the appropriate steps. And if you want to learn more about it, you can just go and type into Wikipedia PEP, which is PEP, or post-exposure prophylaxis. And it's really great. Obviously, everything comes with consequences. Usually, they're going to want to do some blood tests, which is part of our life. And they're also going to want to probably, if you don't have insurance, figure out how to pay for that. And that's why the Gay and Lesbian Centers are great places to go, because if you don't have insurance, they're usually going to provide that to you absolutely free of charge, free of judgment, and free of any guilt at all. I particularly went to the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center. It was an amazing experience. It actually was wonderful. People were supportive, they were understanding. They asked me to be in the study as in exchange for the medication that they put you on. And for a year I was in a study that was really, really eye-opening, and I got to talk to nurses and doctors about PEP, about the study, about the good work that the Gay and Lesbian Center is doing here, and about all the data that they're collecting, and that all the good work I inadvertently was volunteering with my test results. So a few months later, I went in a month later, 3 months later, 6 months later, and a year later, and I'm really, really happy to say that my boyfriend tested negative at the time, and I tested negative, and have tested negative every time since. So that's my do-over, and that's every do-over. It's a do-over that we get as gay men now, and I feel like it's our right and our responsibility to protect ourselves, because these are the tools that people before us didn't have. These are the tools that so many of the past generation would have killed to have, and would have, and in fact died for. So I take it as a gift that I have this knowledge, and I wanted to pass this knowledge on to every gay man and every other person that may be potentially at risk of being infected. If you feel you're at risk, go get help, because it's there and it's available.